Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Barcelona Buzz, where we bring you the latest news and updates from the world of football, specifically focusing on our beloved Barcelona FC. Tonight, we're talking about a recent performance that left fans feeling a bit concerned. Barcelona took on Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinal second leg of the UEFA Champions League, and while they ultimately qualified for the semifinals with a remarkable comeback, it was far from a clean victory. The question is, how does this match expose some harsh truths about our team's over-reliance on just 2 stars? You might remember that after establishing a 4-0 lead in the first leg at home, many expected the return leg to be a formality. But that wasn't exactly what happened. On the contrary, it turned out to be a hard night full of mistakes. Barcelona's passing was extremely sloppy, they lacked rhythm, and they could not impose their typical control on the pitch. Now, despite these troubles, Barcelona nonetheless managed to qualify for the semifinal for the first time in 6 years. That's definitely something to celebrate. Yet, there are some serious issues that need to be addressed. And here is where our 2 stars, Pedri and Inigo Martinez, come into play. Barcelona decided not to start Inigo Martinez in order to keep him away from a suspension in the semi-final first leg. Meanwhile, Pedri was rested after playing many consecutive matches. Those selections have been made with exact intentions, but the results were clear. Without the veteran defender, Barcelona's defense lacked leadership and structure. His presence usually brings calmness and order to the backline, specifically while younger defenders are on the pitch. And let's be honest, he is currently their most dependable presence in that defensive unit. On the other hand, Ronald Araujo is still not back to his best after recovering from an injury. This became apparent after Barcelona conceded the 3rd goal, which came from a clear blunder on the Uruguayan's part. Meanwhile, Pedri's absence was equally costly. His ability to manipulate the pace, hold ownership, and settle the squad has been irreplaceable. Against Dortmund, Fermin Lopez and Gavi worked hard defensively, but they lacked the composure and imaginative presence of Pedri. So, what does this all mean for Barcelona going forward? The manner in which they qualified forces us to pinpoint their reliance on both Pedri and Martinez, and it's clear that Flick needs to reflect on these issues. Depth and rotation are important, but there are some players simply who have no true replacement at the moment. Ensuring the fitness and availability of essential figures like Martinez and Pedri will be key if Barcelona want to go further in the competition. In conclusion, while reaching the semifinals is a commendable achievement for Barcelona, they need to address these cracks that were exposed against Borussia Dortmund. With their next challenge looming, one thing is certain. The team's reliance on 2 stars must change if they're going to lift that trophy and make their fans proud. That's all from tonight's episode of Barcelona Buzz. Thanks for tuning in.